Hello, welcome to Storytime with Shannon's family. Today we are going to read a book called The Ugly Duckling Dinosaur, a prehistoric tale written by Cheryl Bardo, illustrated by Doug Kennedy. Tap, tap, tap. Crack! Peep, 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 peep. Once upon a time, 7 tiny beaks pecked their way out of their eggs and into a world of giant ferns, ginkgo trees, and dinosaurs. However, when egg didn't hatch, the mother duck sighed and settled onto the nest again. The next day, the egg still had not hatched. A neighbor duck waddled over and quacked. "What's wrong with the egg?" "It's extra large and slow to hatch," the mother duck said. "But I'm sure the duckling inside is as perfect as the rest." Just then, the egg trembled. Thump, thump, thump! Smash! A huge claw burst out, followed by a gigantic foot. The newest duckling exploded from its shell. The mother duck gasped. Her other ducklings froze and stared. "It's the ugliest duckling I've ever seen," the neighbor screeched. The hatchling gazed at his siblings' dainty legs and webbed feet. He examined his own bulging thighs and sharp claws. His brothers and sisters had fluffy feathers, but he had pebbly skin. "I'm ugly!" he cried. "Nonsense!" his mother said. "Those powerful legs will make you a fine swimmer." 7 perfect ducklings paraded after their mother to the swamp. One ugly duckling clumped behind. "There's no widow in this one's waddle," the neighbor duck cackled. "His teeth are too big for his head, and his tail swooshes like a crocodile's." The mother duck sailed into the water. 7 perfect ducklings glided behind. One ugly duckling stomped it in and sloshed waves with his tail. The neighbor duck shrieked when water washed over her. "The duckling is a monster!" Nearby, a turtle basked in the sun. "He has no feathers either," the ugly duckling thought. "I'll go and say hello." When the duckling splashed over, the turtle retreated into its shell. The duckling then waved to a herd of Parasaurolophuses drinking at the pond's edge. Several of the dinosaurs jerked up their crested heads. Before the water could finish dripping from their chins, the entire herd stampeded away. The ugly duckling frowned at his reflection. Even the animals without feathers didn't have puny arms, clumsy feet, and enormous teeth and jaws like his. "I'm too ugly to fit in here," he said. "I must go find my home somewhere else in the world." He took one last look at the sunlight glinting on the feathers of his mother and siblings. When they dove into water, he fled into the forest. The ugly duckling wandered day after day after day and grew and grew and grew. Soon he was so big that the ground quaked when he walked. Every animal ran from the sight of him. Pteranodons flew away. Lizards and small mammals hid. Stegosauruses fled. I'm such a monster that no creature will look at me, the ugly duckling moaned. I wish I was covered in feathers and that the ground didn't shake when I walked. One day, the ugly duckling spied beautiful feathers floating on the breeze. Nearby, a gathering of Deinonychuses preened. Aha! The duckling said. If I disguise myself, perhaps they will like me. The ugly duckling tucked feathers into the creases of his skin and under his armpits. He tiptoed into the clearing. Hello, brothers, he said, bowing low. Oops! His feathers fluttered off. The dinosaur's eyes grew as big as the magnolia flowers. It's a monster! Run! Alone again, the ugly duckling sobbed. I'll never find my home in the world. Boom! Boom! The ground quivered. Snap! Branches splintered from trees. The ugly duckling heard creatures scurry through the forest just like they usually ran from him. Something very ugly must be coming, he said.
Stomp! Stomp!
A majestic dinosaur stopped before him. The bumps in the creature's skin gleamed in the sun. It had large teeth, legs as thick as palm trees, and toe claws that curved like a crescent moon. It wasn't ugly at all. The dinosaur cocked its head. Why are you crying, child? Hearing the kind words, the duckling felt the bumps on his own skin tingle. I'm a monster. I'm such an ugly duckling that I don't belong anywhere. Duckling? Nonsense! The dinosaur nuzzled the little one. Ugly? Why, you are as beautiful as my own children. Come home with me. Really? The ugly duckling couldn't believe his ears. He followed the dinosaur, taking 2 ground rumbling steps for every thunderous stride of hers. Soon he spied a muddy nest ahead. Youngsters stomped and played nearby with toe claws, jumbo jaws, and bulging thighs like his. Why, those ducklings are just like me, said the ugly duckling. We are not ducklings. We are called Tyrannosaurus Rex, said the little dinosaurs. The mother dinosaur smiled. Just like you. Just like me. The little Tyrannosaurus Rex skipped toward the nest, proud to feel the ground tremble underfoot. And with his new family, he growled. A duckling? No more. The end. Do you like our story? Put your answers in the YouTube comment box below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Ring the bell so you won't miss our new videos.